Welcome one, welcome all. It is time. It's time to talk about tariffs. It is time. The hammer has come down today, January 30th, uh, right around 4 p.m., I think, around 3 p.m. Yeah, the market dropped. I'm like, what's going on? Oh, yes, our new administration, let me just bring up the article and we will talk about it. Um, Pretty important, and it's going to affect all of us and globally. So let's take a look. Here we go. This was as of this came out at 7 o'clock tonight, but this came out about 3 p.m. this afternoon, I believe. I just lost it. What happened? What just happened? What happened? Ooh, okay, there we go. I clicked on the Bloomberg banner. Welcome back. Tariffs. Um, First of all, what is that? Right? A tariff is just a tax that's put on either imported or exported goods. Okay, things that come into the country or things that leave the country. But what our new administration, is negotiating is that if it's not negotiating, if he doesn't get the things that he wants for this country, he will impose taxes, hefty taxes, um, on our neighbors, on our other, well, these are our neighbors, right? Mexico and Canada. So as of Saturday, right, the February 1st, he stated that this was going to happen, and he signed into, there's a wonderful picture of him signing was somewhere. He was signing the documents to have 25% tariffs go into effect on goods and services from goods, rather, things that we buy, whether it's auto, whether it's oil, whether it's fruit from Mexico, anything that we buy is a good, whether it's cups or pencils, anything that is not made in this country that comes into this country that we want, right? It's coming to this country because there are buyers for it. Um, there will be a hefty tax on that. So what's been happening besides all this speculation and us making friends with our neighbors at this point, um, wonderful President Scheinbaum. Where is she? There's pictures of them all. I think she's first. Claudia Scheinbaum is saying, yeah, we got plans. You do this, we got plans. So we'll wait for that if news hasn't come out already by the time you've watched this. And Canada is going to, uh, where is he? Trudeau is going to tax us back. So, Prime Minister, there we go. Prime Minister Trudeau is going to tax us back. So now we're getting into tariff trade wars. Um, but if something's costing more to come into the country, right? Who's going to pay for that? Who's paying for that? The big company, right? The big company is not going to say, "Hey, we love these. How you make these pencils?" I almost said pretzels. Pencils in Canada. I know it's costing you more to get it to Cindy Leader, but we just want to pay, $1.50 like we've always been doing. They're like, well, now it's costing us a lot more to get it to Cindy. So, you do what you want, big company, but we're gonna have to charge you more. So they're gonna have to charge more, and that trickle down is going to come right to from the manufacturer down and the distributor and supplier right to us. So it's really not a good thing. this isn't necessarily going to increase inflation, but it's price inflation, right? And it's the little guy, it's you and me who are going to be paying for that. It all just has to shake out. And um companies know that. So I almost would love to read all this to you, but I can't. But companies have been, it's called front running. So just like with during COVID with the toilet paper, oh my God, you couldn't find toilet paper and companies were price gouging. You know, that toilet paper is going to cost you $30 instead of $15. Um, People have been, companies, so let's start big. Companies have been, the big company has been buying more pens from Canada ahead of the impending tariffs so that it's not going to cost them more. So right away, they're not going to have to increase their prices on us. But, so companies are front running and getting everything that they need. They're getting, I have nothing here but like office supplies. They're getting their remotes and their technology and their scissors and their pens and everything ahead of time since since the talk of tariffs. Not even before President-elect was in office, but even before that with the talk of it. So the expectation, these businesses have been buying more. But at some point, the bridge is going to collapse and prices will have to increase for just about everything. Um, or the downside to that is that, you know what? I've got some pencils around here somewhere. I'm not going to buy any pencils right now. So now that's going to hurt the big company in the USA. Any US company, that's going to hurt them because their sales could potentially go down. Um, it should be interesting. We're talking autos, we're talking oil, we're talking lumber, we're talking not just pens and pencils, folks. So, um, and to hear that these leaders from other countries have plans, they're going to retaliate, trade war escalates. Um, Trudeau has examined even more drastic options, oil and uranium, which we need. We get a lot of oil from Canada. Um, I just don't know. But I want to talk about it. Um, there was, I've just been taking a lot of notes lately. There was a guy on Bloomberg, I'm a big Bloomberg person, and he was talking about um, that goods find a way to get around the world. And the trade war won't be good for anyone. That was John Wobensmith. He was a former Secretary of State and a CEO of a company called Genco, a shipping company. I'll repeat it. Goods find a way to get around the world. Things will get where they need to get. We just have to figure out that the tariffs and the increase in costs. But a trade war will not be good for anyone. No, not at all. So, yeah, companies have been stockpiling goods in anticipation. But industries like agriculture and energy may have to struggle a bit to adapt. That's in this article that you're looking at. It's kind of paraphrased it. Um, we get products like bourbon and coffee from Canada. Yes. A. And again, Mexico is preparing their own response to this. So it should be another bumpy week next week for sure. Um, but in the long run, our gross domestic product, our GDP number that just came out today, um, this will hurt our number. There will be people buying less things as prices go up. No one's talking about pay. No one's talking about jobs. We're just talking things could substantially go up um in the future, in the near term. And I can tell you, what are the chances of them coming back down? Probably next to nil. So, um, that's what I want to say. Why did I come off camera? I just saw I was off camera. Sorry about that. I think I hit it with my paper. Um, Plus we're straining relationships here. We are not making any friends by doing this. And I'm not talking you and me, but the administration that we voted in um is not making any friends for us. So let's see what happens. But those are my thoughts on the tariffs. I don't think that they're going to be a good thing. It's not like, yeah, we'll get you. Yeah. It's like, it's just not, it's not going to be a good thing. And that's my opinion. Let's see what happens. All right. You guys have a good rest of your day, evening, and I will see you soon.